What is going on, guys? It's your boy Friendly here, and I'm coming back at you with part 3 of the zombie storyline explanation. Disclaimer: as I was reading after the part 2, I missed that, so my bad. And also, guys, I do apologize for not uploading the last 2 days. Um, I meant to, but the uploads took forever to upload, and they canceled uploading, so yeah. So I'll try to make this one as long as I can. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's jump into this. So December 8th, 1942, Richtofen shares the element 115-based elixir recipes with Griffin Station, and they develop the perk Mule Kick. December 9th, 1942, Nikolai's brother is killed in the Battle of Stalingrad. December 14th, 1942, Richtofen creates the monkey bomb that has saved our butts, well mine, plenty of times. December 16, 1942. In a personal log, Max expressed concern over Element 115's impact on Richtofen's behavior. No longer trusting him, he wondered if it was a mistake to invite him to Group 95. Sorry. December 20th, 1942. Accompanied by Sophia, Maxis is transferred to the Kino der Toten facility to focus on creating Germany's undead army. Samantha is left in Richtofen's care, which was a bad idea. January 8th, 1943. Max worries he and Sophia have grown too close. He considers sending her away. January 16th, 1943. Nikolai is captured by German forces during the Battle of Stalingrad. He becomes a subject in Group 95's experiments. January 27th, 1943. Max's report success with Subject 26, whose violent outbursts have been greatly reduced. Maxis believes this method of treatment will be 100% effective in most cases. February 2nd, 1943, the Battle of Stalingrad ends. February 10th, 1943, Maxis reports the treatment has been perfected. He believes if subject 26 can retain the impression longer than 26 hours, then the delivery of the zombie army can be accelerated. February 12, 1943. After attacking a handler, Subject 26 is killed and deemed another setback. May 18, 1943. Harvian begins his work with Group 95. June 4th, 1943. Premise arrives from Dimension 63. In an effort to prevent the events that are about to unfold, they formulate a plan to stop this dimension's Richthofen. So Premise, which are the 2.0 characters, came up with a plan to stop 1.0 Richthofen from unfolding the series of unfortunate events. So just, dude, this. June 11th, 1943, Richthofen is contacted from the house by Maxis, who warns that the test subjects must never be allowed to be awakened. The havoc that could be awakened upon the future by such simple-minded individuals would be catastrophic. This is where we first get mention of the house, which this is way before it's from Agartha. June 15, 1943, Takeo reports to the Emperor that the work being done at the Rising Sun facility is unacceptable. June 19, 1943, Primus Richthofen is teleported to the house in Agartha, reuniting him back. So this is where the 2.0 characters at the beginning of the Revelations, at the starting cutscene on Revelation, that's what that means. That's when they get teleported to the basement and reunite themselves with Maxis and them in the house. And Dr. Monty. June 24th, 1943, on the orders of the Emperor, Takeo is taken prisoner by Group 95 and Division 9. He is used as a test subject for experiments. July 14th, 1944, after these setbacks with Subject 26, excuse me, Maxis reports new success with the undead army. However, he maintains his belief that the undead cannot be controlled or maintained. September 2nd, 1944. Pablo Morenas, a Mexican spy, is captured by Group 95 at Dreisendrach. May 9, 1945, and his help, Pablo writes of visions of the Great War. He describes a great battle against strange demon-like creatures who are trying to devour the earth. In his vision, he sees 4 knights protect him from certain death. He makes note that the knights wore tunics similar to those in Dreisendrach. So basically, this guy had a vision of the Great War and premise. June 4th, 1945. In Nocturne Dalton, an Allied plane malfunctions over an airfield and crashes. German Allied trucks transporting the undead and Element 115 between Group 935 facilities is struck in the crash. The Marines surviving the crash hold out against the undead as long as they can. June 17th, 1945. Peter McCain infiltrates Group 95 at the Reese and the Giant. So this is where Peter McCain comes into the story. And if you don't know who Peter McCain is, if you play Shinonuma on Black Ops 1 or on Zombie Chronicles Black Ops 3, the hanging man in the spawn room, that's Peter McCain. This is where he comes in the lineup. Finally. June 29th, 1945, Groff and Custer developed the Wave Gun, the wonder weapon on the map Moon. July 15th, 1945, Richthofen travels to the Siberia facility to do further research on live specimens. As her temporary guardian, he takes Samantha with him. Group 95 begins transferring 3 test subjects for experimentation: Nikolai, Pablo, and Takeo. July 29th, 1945, while Richthofen works in the Siberian group facility, Group 935 begins the development of Deadshot Dagger. So we're seeing more and more of the perks that we all know being made and being sort of introduced. So we've seen Quick Revive, Jug, Speed Cola, Double Tap, Mule Kick, and now we've seen Deadshot Dagger. And we've seen the pack hunter scene too. So can't forget that one. August 1st, 1944. The test subjects arrive at the Siberian facility for Richtofen's experiments. August 31st, 1945. CIA handler Cornelius Purnell confirms that Peter McCain has successfully infiltrated Group 95 and has been transferred to the asylum facility. Cornelius suspects Group 95 is losing control of their experiments and has sent in a Marine recon unit to extract McCain. Tank Dempsey is the leader of the squad. So here's where Tank Dempsey is introduced. So now we have all 4 main character we have, Primus, is now here. Has now been introduced. September 1st, 1945, McCain is outed as a spy and captured by Group 95. September 2nd, 1945, Richthofen reports Pablo has died following a spleen removal. He also reveals he's been performing experiments on Samantha. World War II ends. Group 935 continues their research. Temporal risks begin to affect the system, and orderly reports increasing problems with test subjects. September 2nd, 1945. Many in the facility have begun hearing voices coming from the wall, including the sobbing of a boy and a girl screaming, and a man shouting for children to close the windows. Does that not sound familiar to you guys? Maybe at the end of the Origins Easter egg, when you hear Dr. Max's tell Samantha and the boy in the room to shut the windows and lock the doors. That's where, yeah. September 3rd, 1945. An outbreak occurs at the asylum facility. Peter McCain escapes. September 6th, 1945. Verrückt. Dempsey, John Bana, Smokey, and a fourth Marine direct the asylum facility to be found and overrun by zombies. They fight off the horde as long as they can. Dempsey is apprehended by Group 95. September 7th, 1945. John Bana writes messages and records his last words while being eaten alive by an undead Smokey. September 10th, 1945. Richtofen reports another spy has been captured and will be brought in to replace the Mexican. The subject is Dempsey. So if you can't already tell, the 1.0 Richtofen's pretty evil. September 13th, 1945. Cornelius Purnell attempts to send the transmission to Peter McCain, telling him to rendezvous at the Rising Sun facility, which is sadly where he meets his end. September 17th, 1945. Dempsey arrives at the Siberian facility. September 20th, 1945. Richtofen documents the personality traits of his test subject. Dempsey's intellect seems low, but his will is strong. Takeo is still staring at the floor, muttering what sounds like some kind of proverb over and over again. Nikolai has recently begun responding to stimuli, but only after injections of a new serum made primarily with vodka. Richtofen notes that their minds have been almost entirely broken, with no memory remaining of who they once were. September 27, 1945. Richtofen returns to Reese with Dempsey, Nikolai, Takeo, and Samantha. October 1st, 1945. Maxis reports on Richtofen's findings with his live test subject, noting that while the baseline psych remains, all specific memory has been lost. October 1st, 1945. Infuriated to learn that Maxis has not been mass-producing the Wonderwaffe DG2 as he swore he would, Richtofen reveals in his plot to destroy Maxis and Samantha, vowing that he will no longer continue to work his endeavor. So this is where, in the giant cutscene at the beginning, where you hear Max and Samantha in the teleporter, and you hear Richtofen say, "Goodbye, Dr. Max." That's what he's planning to do. October 8, 1945. Groff reports to Richtofen that the MPD is nearly ready. October 12, 1945. Groff radios Richtofen to inform him that the device has been powered up and is awaiting the conduit. Richtofen says he will proceed with Operation Shield and dispose of Max's assassin Samantha. October 13, 1945. Though frustrated with the matter transference test that have been largely unsuccessful, Maxis acknowledges that the test subject's departure from the original port of origins is undeniable. However, Richtofen suggests that the subjects have been transported not through space, but time itself causes Maxis to worry, and his irrationality may soon prove a liability to our endeavors. October 13th, 1945. Maxis and Richtofen performed teleportation test trials on test subjects number 3, 4, and 5. All failed, including test 5, where Maxis uses Fluffy as test 6 chamber. Samantha sees Fluffy and runs into a teleporter. Maxis chases after her. Richtofen seals them both in the chamber and teleports all 3 of them. So this is Richtofen's plan at the beginning of the giant cutscene when you hear him say goodbye, Dr. Max. If Samantha didn't run to get Fluffy, that probably would have never happened. October 13th, 1945. Samantha is teleported to the moon while Goff instructor work on the MPD. Running to the MPD, she is drawn inside of it, where she becomes corrupted by dark ether. Maxis is teleported to the crazy place on Origins and develops the power to merge with the electricity, which is how he's able to talk to us in the game. Richtofen returns to the moon, learning Samantha is trapped in the MPD. He orders Groff to teleport. Max is there to coax her out of the device. He also warns Goff to keep an eye for an evil-looking dog, which is also known as the Hellhound. So this is where the Hellhound is introduced into the story, and Maxis returns to the moon. Well, guys, a lot happened there. Samantha's in the MPD now, which is the main stricken moon. I'm gonna have to end this here. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and please smash that button that says subscribe. This has been your boy Firmly. This has been your boy Firmly. Peace.